Video of a penguin on social media going viral. Leaving the group. In the mountains of Antarctica, many people walk alone. As they are relaxed, that depression is alone, or made so much of a fear. Making big decisions, and the truth is different. This is the scene that will be released in 2007. Encounters at the End of the World is a scene in German. Filmmaker Werner Herzog was released on... Who knew that after almost 20 years, a clip of this documentary, social media became the beauty. Then the innocent animals. And there are so many pains and sacrifices in his nature. It's hard to believe. German filmmaker Werner Herzog, in his documentary, 2007 viewers. One such scene. 2 decades later, a big question in the internet world. The mark is left in this clip of an Adelaide penguin in his colony. Instead of going to the mountains of Antarctica, feeding for penguins in the South Pole. And there is a source of life, but it alone leaves the penguin to eat. Then go straight to death. He did not eat, nor did he eat. What might be the reason why we know about the nature of penguins? What is the reason for this? Creatures are forced to leave the ocean and live within 100 kilometers of Antarctica. Antarctica is the part of the Earth where nature creates a living being. There is no room for it. It's the coldest, driest, and fastest in the world. The wind is as strong as the hurricane. As well as temperature minus, it is normal to fall to 90 degrees Celsius, so much colder. If the human body is not properly pushed, in 10 seconds, then the water starts to freeze. Then the wind blows to the ground, and it freezes before it falls. Then there is the question of whether the penguins are the ones who 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 are the ones of desolation and death. But the sea around it is full of life in this cold ocean. Small fish are so numerous. This is the food source for the penguins, and the real reason to stay here. Penguins are enemies because they cannot run fast. They can fly in the air, which is why they fly somewhere else. Or maybe they're going to be the ones, or they're going to be the ones. The eggs of the penguins are happy. Not to be confused with another dangerous animal. Perhaps then the penguins made this terrible Frost. He created his own power. The power to fight the cold inside. There was a thick layer of fat under the skin of the penguins, which they say, and they are so thick that the snow is on them. It cannot reach the body. Indeed, the Antarctic penguins are a gift of power, but there is no power. Nothing is free, and if they do, they will die every year. This is how the penguins compete every year. It is a test of life and death. Not every penguin in the world is the same here. The 5 are the heaviest, and the 4. Penguins up to the foot are called emperor penguins, and then come helmet penguins, or chain strap penguins with a thin black under their chain. The 3rd generation. There are 2 penguins that have their orange beaks and white on their heads. They are recognized by the strip. Then came the mackerel penguins whose heads were yellow. Stylish, and finally the breed of penguins that go viral video. I saw them and they said, they know. The eyes are white. Everywhere in the world, when winter begins, animals and birds warm up. Territories. But then they see the opposite of it. Almost all penguins are offshore for breeding. They do this because they are close to the sea. Birds and birds are at risk. Eggs are hostile in addition to conditions near the sea in Antarctica. Then there is the wind and the wind. Especially the penguins. They are the only animals that move to the snow-capped mountains in winter. To advance your generation, the breed. Every year in the months of May and June, when the winters start here, is the Empire Penguins Ocean. One of the millions of people leaving their food in. Start traveling with their destination. It is the breeding colony where they were born themselves. The journey is so difficult that the energy of their bodies. They will not eat, nor will they eat. Not to be confused with a large colony. Select your partner. Penguin makes strange sounds to impress family and chest. Miles that moves like dancing up and down the neck. The more healthy he is, the quicker he gets. After meeting, female gives only 1 egg. And by this point, she has been absolutely exhausted this whole process. In the last 2 months, no penguin eats anything for the last time. Whatever comes out of the ocean, we're just living on it or yakrabani. They only have to grow their offspring from the penguin family. Greater sacrifice. Miles penguin gives egg. After family penguin touched her on ice. Transfer your male to your partner's paws and then all the miles go back to the sea. Melpings, who have been hungry for 2 months, lay eggs on their paws. This storm gets close to each other in cold weather. Imagine, do this for the next 2 months without eating anything. In the storms, -6 degrees Celsius stands in the temperature until he moves from his place. not so that the egg falls down and freezes until the mother returns. The father weighed more than half his weight for almost 4 months due to hunger. The eggs are lost to this point. All the mothers return before the baby leaves. If not, then the child will come out before the mother. Then the male penguin feeds the baby with a special milk from his throat. These are the last drops of her baby raw energy. He is the father of the world who dies, protects a new life without worrying, except when the egg is close to the baby penguin, and per mile. Return to your stomach, then return to the breeding colony. Recognize your partner with a special voice, and then she eggs in her safety. Then they saw all the hungry penguins running towards the sea. The emperor. Male penguins make the most sacrifices just to save their baby. That is why they are called the best dead in the world. But is every penguin equally careful? Perhaps not to sacrifice male and Adelaide penguins. I swear to him that he is a teacher. Video shows where emperor penguins sacrifice themselves. Famous are the Adele penguins. Antarctica's most mischievous and cunning bird is considered their. Nature is completely separate from the emperor, their strangest. Speaking of how to make their nests is grass on the Antarctica ice, or then they wouldn't be able to build their own house, which is the best. Nest makes per male by his selection chances. Countless increases in their world, a single stone price none. No less than the diamond when the male penguin's their partner. He makes the nest for pleasure. Most of the time, he is in the middle of the road. Yes, when the neighborhood penguin way. Then he looked at his feet from the ground. Sometimes it is a day and a day, fighting behind a single stone. Then they showed them that they were very friendly. They are hyperactive, but their system is more balanced than the emperor, and their father is hungry alone. No. When the mother and father are in the midst of heavy shifts, eat one meal, then eat another. Not as deep as their breeding colony emperor. They were still within 50 miles. Then the question arises, so much for the beast, and so much for the beast. Why did he go astray and die? Filmmaker Werner Herzog showed when at Manzar. So he himself was quite heron. They show that a penguin separated from the crowd and then absolutely reverse started walking in direction. Scientist has given the name of psychotic breakdown this strange attitude. Humans or animals sometimes have brains. Wires are crossed with a built-in GPS in the brain of penguins, which is unnatural for their minds. Magnetic of meaning while swimming in the penguin's ocean. Can sense the field, just like a compass, not just that. Suraj position stars in water flow, or use clues like Ismail so that they can remember their directions. When he returned several hundred miles to his colony, then their brains combine all these signals. He will guide them to the right path. Sometimes a brain infection parasite, or just range. Excessive stress or hunger. The brain is glitched at the time the penguin is in front of its partner, or the sea does not see but its mind. There is a wrong way inside, but have you thought? What finally happened to this penguin? Is the animal really sad? You can feel it or not. The answer is yes when someone in the harsh cold of Antarctica. When the child dies, the mother does not leave. Then he stood with his dead son. Sometimes it hurts too much. They also try to steal the children of other penguins. In order to lighten the burden of your heart, is it possible that this viral penguin? You have lost some of your knowledge. The behavior is called brain damage, but the viewers think they are penguins. He was suffering from distress or depression. When Werner Herzog shot this clip, he saved it. I didn't try because I was injured. It is the law that you do not interfere with the natural system. When he could walk alone to the mountains, he didn't see the snow until thousands of miles away. The mountains are not filled with fish, nor are the penguins hungry and exhausted. And then it would be frozen in the snow. This world of penguins gives us so much, something that teaches one side of the emperor penguin. He saves his life and his life. He was a stray traveler who left everything and went to an unknown destination. I hope you guys enjoy this video. You will like and share. Thank you very much for the lovely comments in the next wonderful video.